Hi Sonny, this is Melissa Aldana. You've always been a huge inspiration for me.
Sonny Rollins, intellectual colossus, artistic colossus, spiritual colossus. Happy birthday, standing here in front of Birdland. Your spirit, Charlie Parker spirit, John Coltrane spirit, Thelonious Monk spirit, all of the great ones. You one of the great ones in mind, heart, body, and soul.
Sonny, you've always been an inspiration as a musician, artist, philosopher, teacher, environmentalist, animal lover, and friend.
Thank you for being the champion of the people.
You've made me a much better man. You've made me a much better musician. I just love you.
I'm sure you know just how many people you touch with your music, but also with your example of integrity and vision and values.
I think you're the Huxley of the saxophone. Always striving, always pushing, always trying to get to that next level, and it's so inspiring on so many levels.
You are the most generous musician we have, and I'm so glad that you were born.
Thank you so much for A, the musicianship, the saxophone, but B, and most importantly, your humanity, your dedication, and your willingness to be a conduit for all of us.
Sonny, you are, well, it's beyond the greatest living saxophone player. I think you're the greatest saxophone player who ever played jazz on the instrument. Incredible musicianship, incredible inspiration, and just some of the most wonderful musical things I've ever heard in this world.
Especially want to thank you for your kindness and wisdom with working with Master Billy Higgins, who was my lifelong friend. He always spoke very beautifully and highly of your great sensitivity during his time of difficulty.
It's been so great to be in your audience all these years.
Keep at it, because everything you've done has been just fantastic and the most inspiring music, saxophone, and humanity that could be imagined.
A big thank you goes out for all the unbelievably great music you've created over the years, your inspired saxophone playing, and all your deeply thought out philosophy and impressions on what happens in the world.
And thanks for always keeping the focus where it belongs, on the art.
I've been a huge fan of yours since I was 16 or 17 years old. Your sound has been a very important part of my own personal soundtrack and personal development for all those years, and it continues to be.
Sonny Rollins represents the artist who will not, who cannot be satisfied with his prior achievements, no matter how great. He represents the musician who is the seeker, who travels through the mystical realm of music and brings back those sounds to share with us. He represents the creator as alchemist, one who transforms those 12 simple chromatic scale tones into a remarkable sonic journey. He has completely given himself to music, and when you listen to him, you hear that, and you're transformed by it.
Hi, Sonny Rollins. Ralph Lalama here in the basement of the Village Vanguard. You're my tenor saxophone hero. Love you and happy.
Happy birthday, Sonny Rollins. Billy Drew's here. Remember, we were at the Vanguard. Remember in '72? We had a bunch of nights to hear you. It's still inside of us. Thank you.
Hey, Sonny Dickos. Thanks for the years and years of inspiration. We'll never be the same. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Mr. Rollins. Gary Smollett here. Just want to wish you all the best.
and just to thank you from the bottom of my heart, with so much appreciation and love and respect for all of your amazing music, and you've changed the world. Thank you.
Yes, Sonny, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I was fortunate to meet you when I was a student at Texas Southern, and that was at the time when I was really beginning to try to figure it out, and you gave me a sort of a guidance that I've held to for all these years. And the main thing I love about you is that you are still pursuing it, and so the reason that you began is still your motivation.
I've been living with your music for over 60 years and inspired by it. You've given us all an incredible gift. I hope we'll be hearing you for many years to come. Happy 84th birthday.
I'm very happy to tell you that I live at 195 Willoughby Avenue. I know that sounds familiar to you because you used to live in this building. And I remember reading a letter that you wrote to Coleman Hawkins, and the letterhead had Sonny Rollins at 195 Willoughby Avenue. I got so excited. I said, I live in that building. And also, I think about the times that I've been over Mr. Heath's house, Jimmy Heath's house, and you guys would speak on the phone, and you would talk about Sugar Hill, and talk about Joe Louis, and talk about other musicians, and it was just with so much love and reverence for that, for whoever you were talking about, or whatever you were talking about. And I really saw that you guys are so passionate about it, and it just resonates to me, and I try to do the same thing. So even though I haven't studied with you personally, I have studied with you, and you are my teacher. You're one of my fathers, and I'm standing on your shoulders, and I thank you for that. Blessings.